Okay, time for another review. Finally, I got my Montage M8X. I was supposed to get it 5 days ago, but there were some delays on freight, and so I got it today anyway. So I'm just gonna do a quick review on this one, then I'll compare it with the original Montage, and do a quick review maybe with Roland Fantom and Cork Nautilus. I just had it technically for 3 hours. I didn't dig in that much, but I'm just going to share some thoughts on it, and then I'm going to do more in-depth reviews on my later videos. The first thing that you need to know about this keyboard is it's no longer made in Japan like the original Montage. It's made in Indonesia, which is okay. As far as the cosmetically, as you can see in the video, it has like a charcoal tone, so it's a kind of darker than the original Montage, and screen and resolution is technically the same, but you have this extra screen here, which looks much larger in person when you compare it with the pictures. And so totally overall, I guess the sound quality is better. Under the hood, all the circuitries are newer, and you have more polyphony right now. We have like 400 notes of polyphony. You have extended memory, and everything, all the specs are great right now. And as I mentioned, the sounds are really, you can just hear to the voices, and all the sampling voices are far better now. I would say maybe 10 to 15%. What I didn't like about it is, first of all, I'm just gonna zonk this red logo here, m8x. I wish it was like in another color, like the original Montage. The 8 was in the kind of it was in dark. So hopefully on next version, when the white version comes out, they're gonna address this. But as far as everything else, what I didn't like about this, honestly, everything is great. I mean, it's a very great keyboard. You have now 3 sound engines, and the workflow is very good. They took a chunk of features that we had on the Roland Fantom, including this encoder knobs here, so they give you a better workflow. However, still, I believe the workflow is not as good as Roland Fantom. For instance, if I choose this and go to the page jump, and if I can find something else, maybe another voice that it does have ANX, maybe engine. Let me see which one is the ANX polydrims, I guess. Okay, so now you see we have this larger screen. Then I can do the page jump, and I get everything here. And then if I change the parameters, for instance, if I want to change the wave, I cannot grab it. Whereas on the Yamaha, on the Roland Fantom, anything that you do, you can use the knobs, and also you can grab it on the screen as well. So I like this feature much better. So I wish the Montage M had that feature. Maybe in the future with some updates we can give you that. The other thing that I noticed in comparison with the old Montage, unfortunately none of the performances on the Yamaha Montage, on the original one, are on this new one. So you don't have too many performances from the original, which is too sad. Anything that you have, all this live set presets, are mostly like a synth engine core bass. You don't see those kind of motion sequence or focused performances that we have. Like on the first page, you all remember we had the DJ Montage and a lot of performances like that, and they were too awesome. They were like out of this world. And none of the performances on this, the presets, none of them are good. Honestly, I mean, I don't like any of them. They're just a bunch of sounds layered on the top of each other, which is nice, I mean, but you don't see that much of motion control on it. And it seems that the Yamaha designed this beautiful machine, but at the end, when it came to the sound designing, they hired a bunch of kids. And I read, I heard actually, it's one of the videos, one of the sound designers on this, for this machine, he was bragging about, yeah, he was working on these sounds for 2.5 years, some of them. And the sounds, none of them even is great even. I mean, even someone who has been worked with the synthesizer for a few years, they can make better sounds than those samples. So I just don't understand why the Yamaha should hire the people from all around the world to make sounds that they are not even great. You have some stuff, like one of them is like a Batman movie teaser and stuff like that, but none of the presets are good. I haven't had the time to install all of my expansions from previous Montage, original one, because I have like a Motif XF, I have analog experience, FM experience. I have to install those and see if they're compatible. According to Yamaha, they should be compatible with this new one, but I'm not still sure. At this point, I'm gonna keep my Yamaha Montage for now because it's technically in a mint condition, and I bought it almost a year ago. I bought it September 2022. Maybe in the future, if they come with the white version of this in a year or so, I might change it. Hopefully by then, I might be able to download all the performances and live sets of the previous Montage to this new one. I haven't worked on it. As I said, I just had it for a few hours by now, and it was a big purchase. I purchased this, and I purchased a Kurzweil K2700. I purchased another Montage 8 and Fantom 8. Now I have two Fantom 8s because I love this keyboard too much. And also I purchased a Kai MPC 61, and I didn't even have time to set up my new TF3 mixer yet. But right now I just want to do a quick comparison on this one. One of the things that I like, Smart Murph, which is very similar to the Vector control and the Nautilus, and like a motion pad on this Fantom. Has some new features, so that was one of the parts that I like about it. So as I said, the workflow is good, much better than the old one, and especially because you have this new screen here, and the key feels very great. I mean, key is actually I can say it's lighter than even the Fantom, even though it's just like a wood hammer action keys of some sort, but it feels a kind of light, and I like it somehow. By far, I still believe when it comes to sound designing, Roland Fantom might have some edge because you can download the expansions for Enzyme and Jupiter 8, Juno 106, so you have more variety of those sounds somehow. But this one is very superb too. I mean, the sound quality is excellent. As I said, I didn't have time to work with it that much. My only complaint is, why didn't they install all the performances from the previous Yamaha Montage and this one, or at least some of them. I tried to search some of them. I couldn't find any of it, unfortunately. And none of these new ones. I don't really care about these new performances that much. As I said, they are like a synth core bass, not too much of a motion sequencer on them. So by far, I think I'm gonna have more fun playing my Yamaha Montage only because of that. But when it comes to the sound quality, this is very great, and it's a very great machine, and it looks fun. It looks nice too. I mean, it's more colorful, and the workflow has been improved definitely. So it was just a very quick review that I did, and I'm just gonna work on this one for a few days, and then I'm gonna post another review. Of course, you have seen all the teasers by Yamaha, and I was pretty surprised actually when the Black Angela was playing this, and I watched every of those tweezers by Yamaha. None of them were playing anything with the motion control and arpeggios, and I thought this might not have. That's why they never play anything like that. And then I came to realize when I put my hands on it that unfortunately none of the presets have that some sort of arpeggios that you could find on the original Montage. And as I said, this is made in Indonesia, and Yamaha has a huge facility in Indonesia that they make most of their instruments in there, including some of their pianos or even some of their guitars. So no surprise that they are making this in Indonesia. It's not made in Japan like the original Yamaha Montage. So this was, as I said, is a very quick review. I'm gonna do a very in-depth review, compare it with the Kurzweil and maybe with the Korg Nautilus and the Roland Fantom, more in depth in coming days. If you are interested, you can tune in my channel, into my channel, and watch those. Until the next video, bye, and thanks for watching this.